stock traders and investors. I hope all of you had a fantastic trading day today. Hopefully we can finish this week off strong and have some good gains. So today I finished with a 1.03% loss, which the market was up today. So I didn't have the best trading day, but that's going to happen sometimes. I know what I did wrong, and I'm looking to be analytic about it and make those improvements. If you were following the top 7 from yesterday and just the top 7, you would have probably had a 0.31% gain, so a very small gain. Month to date, if you're following the top 7 and you have similar entry points as what I have had in those stocks, you should be up right at around 21.26% so far this month. Year to date, I am up 340.04%, way above my 200% goal I set at the beginning of the year. So everything is going very well. Today, I intraday traded TTON, SLGG, and AEYE, and I lost 3% in my intraday trading. Sometimes you're just going to have a rough day intraday trading, and I had a short that I entered in on AEYE, and I definitely expected it to go down because they had an offering, but the stock went up. Hey, that's the stock market for you. But what I did right was I saw that stock was turning against me and was not doing well, and so I exited. I had an exit point and I had a plan before I went into the trade. I like to use Webull for all of my shorts and all my intraday trading because it's very easy to do, and you can do it at different times of the day. I can trade as early as 3 o'clock in the morning Central Time and as late as 7 o'clock at night. And so I really like that. I like that flexibility, and they're very friendly to traders. And so if you're looking for powerful tools and a powerful broker, please check out the description down below. There's a link there where you can get a free stock when you sign up, and you get another free stock when you deposit money. Okay, so I have some sales to report. The first one is NMTR. I sold that for a 17% loss. So it did not work out this time. We traded NMTR earlier in the month, and I made 29% on it. This time lost 17%. So gave back some of those gains. It's a very volatile stock, and it did not react to insider activity like it had in the past. The other one I sold was LJPC, and I sold that for the smallest of gains, a 0.5% gain, but it is a gain. That had been 3 days since its insider activity, and so it was important to get out of that one. The next one was FTK, and I was able to catch a surge right at the beginning of the day. Sold that for a 5.1% gain, which was a good investment over 3 days, so I feel good about that. And the other one was PRTY. I sold this a day early because, man, did it spike this morning. And so I sold it for a 19% gain. I wanted to lock in those gains and take my profits so I can reinvest that money into another stock. So this week has not been stellar. Definitely, this is the first week that I've had in a little while where I've really struggled. And one thing you got to do, and this is the thing that I just keep in mind, whenever I have a week and I'm not doing well, I take a look at, okay, so how many weeks did I win with the strategies that I have? If I go back over the last 2 months, 7 out of 8 weeks, if I finish at a loss and I don't have a good day tomorrow, this will be the first week out of those 8 weeks that I've had a loss. And so I know the strategy works. That's one thing you got to do. You got to find a strategy that works for you, and then you got to stick with it. Even when you have a bad week, you can't freak out and say, oh no, well, this just doesn't work. I'm not doing it anymore. Well, that's silly. This is a game of percentages. And so if you are winning most of the time, it's important to really lock onto your strategy and also to really analyze, okay, what did I do wrong? That's really important to keep yourself from making the same mistakes over and over again. I like to write them down in my journal and go through my trades and see, okay, this I did right, this I didn't do right, and I give them grades. And it's a really good practice, and I highly suggest that you start doing that. Come up with a grading system that makes sense for you. Anyway, we have a terrific group. If you don't know any strategies and you're looking for good strategies and good plays to be in, we have a terrific group of stock traders that really help one another, and that's our Patreon group. Please check that out in the description down below. I just love how everyone works together. There's multiple levels for the different types of traders that you might fit in. It's a great group, and we'd love to have you aboard. Let's get to this top 7. There are a lot of stocks to cover, and so let's start going through them. First, I'm going to do the others. We were able to cut this down a little bit. There's not very many new ones to this list, and we were able to sell some off. And so the first one is ATO. I like ATO because of insider activity, but today it finished down 0.32%. My average in it's $99.27. And Frank Yoho bought shares, and it was a really nice transaction, really good transaction. And so I think that this stock has some pop left in it. And so we'll see what it has in it tomorrow. The other I still haven't sold is TTOO, although I do admit that I did slim my total amount a little bit. And so today TTOO finished up 1.32%. I sold some of my shares with it, but my average is still $1.67. It held up well today because one of their competitors that was a test maker had a big day. And so I was really happy to see that. And so there's so many catalysts for TTOO, it can really take off at any time. The next one is ADMAs. This finished down 1.43% today. I don't understand why this stock is finishing down. It's had news and insider activity. My average in it's $2.89. And the plasma treatment that the president's been talking about, you would think that the stock would just really flown. And it did for a really short time, but then it just came back to earth right away. And then it had insider activity after that. So I don't understand why this one hasn't taken off. It's got all the things that I typically look for a good one. So far it hasn't been good, but tomorrow's a new day. So we'll see what it does tomorrow. The next is KALA, and this finished down 3.08%. My average in is $9.27, and they have an October 30th PDUFA date, so I'm planning to run up on this. Got in really early. There's lots of time left. That's why this isn't in the top 7. The next is CAR, and this should probably be in the top 7 because I just got a notification that there has been more insider activity on this, so that kind of resets the clock that I look at. CAR finished up 2.58% today. My average in it's $34.48, and $7 million in insider buys, but there was another 3 tonight, so that puts over 10 million over the last week. And so insiders are really loading up on this stock. I think it's going to make a recovery, definitely. The next is FREE. That spells free. Anyway, this finished down 1.52%, and my average at $7.83. But the CFO and the CEO both bought shares in open market, paid the same price me or you would pay. And so that's very bullish activity to me. And so I like this stock for a move up. The next is Camping World, CWH. Some people like this stock, some people hate it, but I love it. I am down in it, but I'm seeing it turn around, and little by little it is coming back. So it finished up 1.25% today. My average in it's $33.63. And the RV group keeps buying shares. So as long as they keep loading up, I like this stock for a move upwards. The next is ETON, and this has been on the list for a little while. I probably need to move this into the top 7 because definitely it's the newest of the PDUFA run-ups that's getting closer to its date, so coming up. But today it finished down 0.59%. My average in it is $6.67, and it has a September 15th PDUFA date and then another one on the 29th. So this is a rare double dipper, so I like ETON for a move coming up. The next is ZSAN, and ZSAN finished down 2.37%. I forgive it because it has been a fantastic stock for me. My average in it's $1.36. I really caught that gigantic dip that happened on this, and I hope you got in on that too. Boy, that was a golden opportunity to load up. They have an October 20th PDUFA date, and I think it's going to be very powerful. Finally, to the top 7. Number 7 is NGM, and today it finished down 2.41%. My average in it's $19.18, and I really like this stock because it's had big insider activity, and they have an upcoming presentation on the 29th, so that's on Saturday. It's going to be here soon, and so I'm expecting a run tomorrow on this. People trying to get in before the news is released because it's had insider activity, and big news on their phase 2 results is coming out. The next, number 6, is SAFE. I love this stock. It probably will be in the top 7 a long time. And the reason is because iStar continues to buy shares. They bought shares 14 business days in a row. And last year, they went 6 months buying shares each and every business day for 6 months. And over that time, the stock doubled in price. So now, a year later, we're 14 days in, and I'm expecting these purchases to last all the way until mid-February, just like they did last year. And so that's a long ways away, so I'm expecting this stock to really move up. It finished up 0.73%, just up 1 or 2% a day. That's fine with me. My average in it's $51.93. Number 5 is SP. and it finished up 0.73%, so a little up. This is a great stock. My average in it's $21 and a penny, and this one has really been beat up, and the CFO did a purchase on it, and the reason why he did is because this stock has just hit this level of ridiculousness. This is a fantastic value stock. Anyway, I love CFO purchases because they have a way of knowing that the stock is way undervalued, and they tend to load up at that time, and so I feel very confident going in that it's not going to drop further. So that is my favorite type of purchase. The next, number 4, is Red Rock Resorts, and this has been a great stock all August. This has really been terrific. It finished up 1.09% today, so a little bit up. My average in it's $17.02, and the Petita family keeps buying shares. Now, my average used to be $15.02, but I sold it for a nice gain and then came back to it once the insider activity resumed. Brand new to the list is number 3, TALX, and it finished up 0.25%, so just a little bit. My average in it's $20.66. This is a great one to get in tomorrow morning. I think it's going to move up heavy, and there is quite a bit of shares that have been bought up. This was a big insider purchase, and so I expect CALX to really move. Number 2, AQST. I love this stock, and I'm up in it almost 50%. It's going to be a lot more by the time I'm done with it, I'm sure. But AQST today finished down 3.52%. There were people panicking. I mean, it got down to where it was 7% down. Everyone was like, oh no, the run is over. But that is not the case. There's a lot of run left in this stock. It's okay. My average in it's $5.35, so I'm loving that average. They have a PDUFA date of September 27th, so it's starting to get a little closer, and it's a very important epileptic drug that I'm really hoping the FDA wakes up and approves, because I think it's very safe for the public and very effective. And let's put a target on this stock at $18 a share, and I like that too, because at the price it's at, it's got a lot of room to run. All right, and number 1, and this is brand new to the list, this happened today. Really didn't do well with it. Kind of got held back a little bit. This is a really good stock for sure, and that's BLNK. So it finished down 4.07%. They make charging stations, accessories, and all kinds of different things for electronic vehicles, which I don't know. There's a company called Tesla out there that's kind of big. Anyway, my average in this is $7.19, and this stock has ran hard in the last 3 months, and it's not done because insiders are loading up. Multiple insiders. So the insider activity on it made me really pay attention. Between today and yesterday is when you can see that insider activity, and it's very bullish. And so I like that stock definitely. I do a lot of work for this list, so if you could do me a favor and please hit that most amazing and wonderful like button, and then also if you would do the honor of sharing this video with your friends, I would so appreciate that. Also, if you're seeing me for the first time, you like the analysis, you like the list, or you've made money on some of the picks that have been on this channel, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and turn on those bell notifications so you get notified. I want to encourage all of you at the end of the year, give back. Find that one thing that you're passionate about and give back to either a charity or a church, something that you really feel strongly about. It will change your focus, and it will make you a better stock trader. Everyone have a great day, and I hope we finish off the week right. Raythoven out.